Hello everyone, my name is Levi Staffon. I am a medical laboratory scientist. Today I want to tell you about how to migrate to the USA as a medical laboratory scientist or a technician. I'm going to be listing the various requirement that you will be needing. So I'm first of all going to list them, then I will talk about them in details. So the first thing that you will need if you want to migrate to USA as a medical laboratory scientist is an international passport. You know, you can never start an immigration journey without a passport because that is the first major requirement. After obtaining your passport from your home country, the second thing you will be needing to migrate to USA as a medical laboratory scientist is a bachelor's degree in medical laboratory science or a diploma in medical laboratory science. For those of you that are coming from countries that offer higher national diploma in medical laboratory science, is also called a diploma in medical laboratory science, and its equivalent to the USA standard is associate degree. That is the second requirement that you will be needing. The third thing you will need is to evaluate your credentials. Normally, it is required that all those that study outside the USA should evaluate their academic credentials. So there are different organizations that are in charge of this, which we'll be talking in detail. Fourth thing you will be needing after you must have gotten your academic credentials evaluated is taking the ASCPI certification. ASCPI is the organization that regulates medical laboratory scientists in the USA, and we'll be talking about them in details. Now, after you have gotten your credentials evaluated and you have registered for ASCPI, you want to take the ASCPI exam, and if you pass the exam, the next thing you will need to do, which will be the fifth requirement, is English proficiency. You will need to take the English proficiency exam to prove your English language speaking skill. After you have done your English proficiency, the next thing you will need to get is your visa screen certificate, where they are going to evaluate your English proficiency, your academic credentials, and also your license. We are going to be talking about all this in details in our next video. After you must have done your visa screen, it is now time to do your USA standard CV, where you are going to include your ASCPI certification and license, your English proficiency, and every other skills that you have got, including your work experience. After you have done this, there are organizations that are in charge of recruiting medical laboratory scientists, which you are going to submit your CV to them, and they are going to link you with many other jobs. After this, when this is successful, you are going to get an employer that is going to sponsor you for H1B visa or EB3. EB3 is a pathway to green card, while H1B is a normal work visa for skilled workers in USA. So this is the general requirement of migrating to USA as a medical laboratory scientist. I'm going to do a complete 7-day series of the requirements that you need to migrate to USA as a medical laboratory scientist in details. I'm going to use one day and talk about how to go about the process of credential evaluation, how to get your English proficiency, and every other thing. So do well to check our next video. I'm going to be talking about each and every one of these components, how to get it, how to go about it, where to register, the link to the website, and the general requirement. Thank you for watching this video. Please do well to check the link below for the next video, which is the series which I've just mentioned, that contain all the different requirements that you need in details. Also, there is a book titled How to Migrate to USA as a Medical Laboratory Scientist. You can see the link below if you want to get the book. It's an ebook,